elections, or before the elections, there were only 2 candidates, even though there were 3 or even 4 at the beginning. So the 2 who finished the race have seen their smoothness level respectively. And one of the only candidates who remain in the contest, aside former President Mahama, is my guest on Face to Face today. We're going to do a post-mortem of the election and also talk about the future of the NDC. My name is Omar Rusanda Amado. You're welcome to Face to Face. You're welcome back to Face on City TV. My guest is simply Kojo Bonsu. It's a name that is known everywhere in this country. Former Kumasi mayor, immediate past NDC flag bearer hopeful. I think that's a more appropriate title. You're welcome to Face.
Thank you, Mr. Sander.
How are you?
I'm well, yourself?
I'm okay. You're wearing your NDC hat, you're white. What are you celebrating? Some victory party happening somewhere?
Yeah, I'm celebrating unity in NDC.
Okay. It's NDC United.
We are fully united.
Fully united. How are you, though? How was the pre-election stress, the post-election stress? Have you recovered? Have you taken enough coffee?
You see, yes, I've recovered. It's the tiredness. I mean, I've been to the nooks and crannies of this country, and I clocked 18,700 miles.
Wow. Within what period?
Within 42 days.
What?
Yes. We clocked it, we wrote everything down, and that was it. We went everywhere.
Your family endorsed this, that you should go around the country like that?
Don't bring that matter over. Mr. Sander, it's not something that I really want to talk about because they're not happy, but hey, I want to do it, and I'm doing it.
Have you always been a politician, or you joined politics on the road? So are you the type where politics is in your house, in your family, or you're the lone guy who left the family, I'm going to be a politician? Did you start from beginning, maybe school days, or you joined midstream? How did you become?
I call myself as a sportsman.
Okay,
a football or sports administrator. But you see, politics is a bit in my roots. My father was a military attached to the Workers' Brigade frame, but my mother was a politician in a way. You know, Kwame Nkrumah dealt with market women in Kumasi, and my mother, as a queen mother, was part of the system that helped Kwame Nkrumah win elections.
Okay.
I wasn't a politician from the beginning, a businessman doing business, but I realized that, hey, I need to do some business in politics. So I went to it, and I must thank my cousin, Nana Konejo Rawlings, and the former, and the husband, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, you know, who put me into the system.
So you joined politics when Rawlings was still president, or during Kufuor's time, or during Mills' time? What time did you join politics?
When Rawlings was still a president.
Okay. What roles did you play at the time in politics?
No, I wasn't. I was behind the scenes.
Okay.
We're putting together things to make sure that we form a party. In the beginning, Captain Chikada pushed us into a party called Heritage. I think it was headed by, what's his name? It was a general in the military.
Okay. Is it Eskin?
Yeah.
General Eskin?
Yes, party. But it was all part of the CPP group, you know.
This was before NDC?
Before NDC or pre-NDC. You know, we went to CPP group called Heritage, and we started, but we all realized that it is NDC that we wanted. So we came back to NDC. So I wouldn't say I've been a politician all along, but I was behind the scenes pushing it. But I ended up becoming a politician.
Did you contest any party position at any lower level before?
I have never, ever.
So this is your first time?
Yes, I'll say yes.
That's a very bold shot that you've taken.
You call it bold, I call it normal.
It's very normal for you.
Normal.
I won't let this pass. Konedo Ajima Rollins invited you to NDC, and she left the NDC for you. You didn't tell her to come back.
Don't worry, she'll be back.
Why sure?
Oh, yes.
It's
Don't
not
worry,
too late
with
now.
time. You see,
Come back to what? When? It's over,
it doesn't
isn't
matter. She can be an elder in the party. Because she was part of it. Let's not take that from her.
it? Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But she left and created another party.
It doesn't matter. Two wrongs don't make a right. Okay? And I believe that we need numbers, and politics is numbers.
Are you sure NDC needs her numbers now? Because the NDC
Look,
say,
even
will say,
if she comes with 20 people, it's still number. It's still numbers. Because you win an election 50 plus 1. So even if she brings in 50 plus, she has numbers about different numbers. You know, she did well, I think, in 2020 or 2016 in the Volta region. So why not? I believe that if we all come together and unite, it makes our party stronger.
So is it your hope that she returns, or you are sure she's returning?
Oh, my hope.
Or are you
But
asking her to return?
I'm asking her to return.
Have you had private conversations with her about that?
We spoke about it, not into it fully. You know, she's somebody who is a bit hurt, and we need to sort of wash it off slowly and gradually, bring her back.
Do you think the NDC party wants her back or would welcome her back?
Why not?
I know you're a Congress, but sometimes the Congress doesn't want some of the pillars.
It doesn't matter. You don't do that. I don't see it's the correct thing to do. I believe that we all need to come together because we are from one big family. So if we are together, we get more numbers so that we can suck these people into the bush.
So you're speaking directly to her to come back, to let you join?
As the French would say, petit à petit, les oiseaux frissonnent.
Oh, I see.
So slowly by slowly, we would do it.
So you were fully Kumasi person and doing NDC?
Yes, I'm an Ashanti royal. My mother is a queen mother of Ofenso. My dad is from the Ashanti royal family. He's a Mensa Bonsu.
Okay.
Born in Kumasi, came to school in Accra, and went to the UK to do some years there, and I came back to Ghana. So if you say I'm a Kumasi boy, yes, born and bred in Kumasi.
And I'm saying that because that's a stronghold of the NPP, and you're doing NDC in Kumasi. I'm just trying to see how easy or difficult it was.
I'm a different person. I mean, most of my friends and my brothers are all NPP.
Really?
Yes.
You have family members in NPP?
Plenty.
Like who?
My sisters, my brothers, my cousins.
Any notable names that you want to mention?
Notable name in NPP? No.
Okay. But they're involved in
they're part of NPP. We are brothers. We are close.
So, student days, university, were you in?
No, I haven't been to university before.
You've never gone to university?
Never.
What have you gone to?
I did only courses, diploma courses.
Wait. So you went to secondary school?
I went to Tamale Secondary School.
Tamasco?
Tamasco, yes.
And then when you finished?
I finished, it was so interesting. When I finished school, the day before I finished school, my mom passed on.
Sorry.
And my mom was the breadwinner. She was the one who, she was my real mom. She loved me. We did things together. We traveled together. And I felt so sad that she passed on because she had taken me to the whole world, traveled everywhere, been to places. And I really looked up to her. And she passed on.
Were you able to write the SSCE?
No, that's how we used to write O-level. I'd written O-level already. The day before I want to go home, finish, that's when she passed on.
So then you went home and decided you won't go to
Went home after a funeral. My brother-in-law and my sister. My brother-in-law was the director of Chief Protocol for Kwame Nkrumah, Mr. Kofi Dako. And my sister decided that Kojo, a sharp boy, let's take you to the UK. They found a school called Drayton School in London for me. When I went, it was in the summer, so I had a job.
What job? Were you washing plates?
Oh my God. Look, you won't believe it. I was working for a company called Shaw, pronounced William Shaw.
Okay.
They do sandals and chiropody. So anyway, I was trained earlier on as a chiropody assistant.
This was way before the Kumasi shoe factory was revived.
Long before. So when I went in there, I enjoyed it. And I was being paid £75 a week. It's quite a lot of money.
In what, 80s or 70s?
Late 70s.
Okay.
So I went to England, I got a flat on my own. I used to live with my brother. I got a flat on my own. And as I was living there, my friends from Ghana would come on holiday to UK, and I was paying the bills. I'd take them to the shop. I was always a businessman anyway, but I was working for sure.
So the school that they got for you in London,
let me tell you the story. I like to say that.
I'm sorry.
So they found a school. I was there in June. September 16th, school reopens. I've gotten everything to go to school. But tell you, the money I was getting was interesting. And everybody was waiting, So my brother and my sister-in-law, that is my senior brother, I was putting up with in London. They were all angry because the school was closer to our house, Drayton School. And they were waiting for me to go to school. I was not interested at all.
You're doing
because
business.
I was making good money from the work I was doing. I got my own flat. I was paying for all my bills when my friends come. They've started boozing, so I could buy them, some kinds of is this special brew?
Okay.
I was a teetotaler then.
I don't know what that means. I've heard it so many times.
Teetotaler means you don't take alcohol.
You were innocent at the time.
Not innocent, but I had never taken anything alcohol.
So you were a good boy then?
Thank you very much.
At the time, though?
Very, very. Thank you very much. It's a compliment, isn't it?
But that's history, though. I'm not saying you're a good boy now.
I'm still a good man.
I can't be sure, but let's go. Okay. So
the school waited 16 September. My school clothes had been bought and everything, and I started swerving.
This was a university?
No, it's a high school, a sixth form.
Oh. Okay, so you're continuing the O-levels there.
Yeah.
Okay.
A-level. I was going to do A-level.
So you're going to do A-levels. Yeah.
So I went to the place. One day I passed through the school. They thought I'd come, Then I flipped off. Went to stay at my flat. My brother didn't know where I was living. They were all school. Everybody was, in England, they will look for you. Look for you. Where is the guy? And I was still working. Enjoy my money. So 1 month after the thing, I think they decided not to mind me. So that is my story. That is where my university was.
So the university drank water. It drank beer.
Yeah, we pour cold water on it.
Wow.
Yes.
But subsequently you did courses.
Yeah, different courses. I was even trained as a chiropody assistant.
So currently your highest education certificate would be what?
O-level.
That's all?
That's all.
No diploma?
There's a diploma in chiropody assistance.
Please, chiropody is what? Shoemaking?
No, chiropody is feet. You look at your feet, the corns and the bunions that you clean. Yeah, that's chiropody.
That is your certificate?
Yes. But I have courses like management courses. I have plenty of that. Training, into business and insurance training and that sort of thing.
And you don't ever plan to go to university? Not at this age?
Again, at this age, I'm an old man now.
So, okay, then when did you come back to Ghana?
I came back to Ghana 1982.
Okay, many years before I was born.
82, I was coming in and out. But I came fully with a concert, a musical concert, Usibisa, and the musical youth. That brought me to Ghana. At that time, Ghana hadn't seen any big-time concert. So I brought them, and we had a big-time concert at Accra and Kumasi.
So since you came back, then you've been doing entertainment alongside the business?
I was in the entertainment business. I brought Kool and the Gang to Ghana. I brought these boys, what's his name? Premier Gao.
Oh.
They did their first video with me.
No, the Francophonies.
Yes. I'm a big Francophone.
Oh, I see.
So
I love the man from Congo, Kanda Bongo man.
Oh, then I'm sure you even love Awilo Longomba.
Yes, I do, and I love Kofi Olomide.
What of Wara song?
I don't know that one.
Oh, Wara song is like that.
I like
then that's good.
rhythms. I like the rhythm and the dance.
Maybe we'll share something.
Yeah, let's share the rhythm and the dance of Francophone music. I see, interesting. So this is Face to Face on City TV. This is not a history lesson. We're just having a quick conversation about the background of Kojo Bonsu, the man who dared challenge a former president to his ticket. And he has done that. He's just walking us through his life. And so we're just trying to move into his political life. So your first political appointment was Kumasi Mayor?
Kumasi Mayor. No. If you say political appointment, I would say the chairman of the National Sports Council.
Under whose administration?
President Mills.
Oh, okay. So so you chaired the Sports Council?
Yeah, as a chairman.
Until Mahama became president?
Until Mahama.
Then he made you mayor in 2013?
No, I was at GOIL, became a board member of GOIL, and then I rebranded GOIL as the MD.
Oh, you don't change the GOIL logo?
I changed the face of GOIL.
From the black horse, or there used to be some
black deer.
Yeah, oh, it's a deer.
Yeah, it was a deer.
In the village, it looked like a horse. The
deer that was stretching.
Yes.
And I thought it was something that was good. It's an Italian thing, you know.
You removed that black deer. We loved it. It was beautiful.
No, but it brought something bad on the company, and people were not buying. They thought all their fuel was adulterated.
Running away.
Yes. So we thought of changing.
So you have the idea behind the new GOIL?
The new brand GOIL, yes.
New branded GOIL. Okay.
They were selling. I told them that we'll go to over 75 million, and they did.
And what did you do at Sports Council that you can point to?
Sports Council, I rebranded the Sports Authority. You see their logo was changed and everything.
But changing logo, Keke, there's nothing.
But you see, changed the mindset of the working, the attitude.
Did you succeed in changing their mindset?
It wasn't 100%, but I think I did something. You know, the working attitudes changed, and the way they should behave as a national company, it changed. That's what I can attest to that.
Talking about GOIL, anytime conversations are had about privatizing state institutions, I refer to GOIL as a success story of a state institution that is doing well. Are you against privatization of SOEs?
No, I'm not against. It depends. It depends. I mean, GOIL was done about in 1972 or 71. You know, it was GOIL before. In fact, it was Agip, an Italian outfit. Then it later on became GOIL. And I think they've done well, and they've done the corporate practice very well. So I'm not against privatization, but there are certain government institutions that must be privatized.
Which ones do you have in mind that you wish were privatized so that they would be better?
Georg Distillery, which is, they do the alcohol, because the business is...
They were recently fighting for the man who you took over from in line, former Kumasi Mayor.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Kofi Juma.
Kofi Juma.
They want him to be sacked. They said that he's not helping.
That's Ghana, people behave like that. But anyway, Georg should be privatized.
Okay.
A lot of other companies.
But you don't think GOIL should be privatized?
No, but it's a public company. It's a PLC.
Okay, so that's some sort of privatization.
That's a kind of.
So it's not really state in the sense of the word.
It's state-owned, but you see, they were running along like a public limited company. So I think it's going well. So
but the government still collects coupons or gives coupons to...
No, they buy. Government rather buy coupons.
Is that a problem?
It's not an issue. If government has 51% shares and they want to use part of their 51% shares buying coupons, it's entirely their business, and the company GOIL makes money. If they are making money.
So the government taking coupons, sending vehicles to Castle to go and load fuel from the...
No, that is not what I know. You see, Castle or Flagstaff House take fuel.
Yes.
Okay, they take fuel, they pay for.
Okay.
So the tankers will go there and fill, and they pay. Only that maybe they get some leeway of paying 2-3 months later.
Okay.
But they pay.
That's not pulling the company down. I mean, you have not been there for a while now, so it will not be fair to
you.
No, but
my time, I made sure government paid.
Okay.
If you don't, we would, especially with the police, just lock it a bit. And they come for you, they start coming for you. Tell them, no, we too are broke, we need the money. So it's... But years back, it wasn't like that. They'll take and they won't pay. So I came up with a plan that if you don't pay, you don't get.
Do you think we should have a national airline?
Yes. And I'd love to run it.
Really?
Yes.
Make a proposal to the Ministry of, I don't know if there's still Ministry of Aviation, but make a proposal to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president, and see. Maybe if the SkyTrain fails...
When he has 1 year, 3 months left.
So you won't do it now. This is Face to Face on City TV. My name is Umaru Sandamad. My guest is Kojo Bonsu. He just came out of a contest in the NDC presidential primary. So we'll come back, we'll talk more on that.
The point of view.
If
cabinet ministers have been accused of sabotaging a major government program, which almost every day was in the news. How come we haven't heard anything until after the interview, and then we are told that this should be investigated?
With the complexities of the issues happening around us on a daily basis,
Bernard, we're not in a good place. We're not in a good place because we don't have access to the international capital market.
it's the hard-hitting conversations on The Point of View.
MPP and the NDC have had a consensus about economic policy. The fight really has been about who will be in power and who will be sitting at the edge of the trough and helping themselves and their associates.
And the probing questions of The Point of View.
How many times have I even showed the world's most expensive hole? Why can't they tell us the exact amount? And why is it that what they told Parliament is not less than $1 million?
The twisted entanglements of politics and governance.
There's nothing wrong for a politician to address national issues and also respond to critics,
as well as religious and social discourse.
I think that people are entitled to their own opinion on issues. And so when the president said, I want to build a national cathedral, people can have their own opinion on matters. But let us pray that God will bless this economy so that we can have our roads built and the cathedral built.
The Point of View brings you the policymakers and duty bearers and drills down to the very bottom of issues.
As part of your budget for the year is a line item that says what? Electricity.
Yeah,
So what's your reason for not paying?
economy.
How can the economy be a reason?
Yeah.
What about us?
The Point of View airs every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on City TV and is sponsored by Belpac. Belpac, just perfect.
You're welcome back. This face-to-face on City TV. My guest is Kojo Bonsu. Why did you decide to run for NDC flag bearership?
One, I think I've seen how Ghana behaves. I mean, if I say Ghana behaves, how things go on in Ghana. But I believe that God has given me good brains, good ideas. Everything I touch is gold. So I just said to myself, why don't I try it? Especially when I became the mayor of Kumasi. I realized that serving the people is part of my being. So I decided to say, look, let me think about it seriously, because the way I've been able or successfully handled Kumasi, I think I can successfully handle Ghana.
Were you really successful in handling Kumasi?
100% successful.
Your exit?
Oh, exits, yes. It was a political ploy, but hey, I see it as success.
You were terminated, weren't you?
I wasn't terminated, I resigned.
It's the same thing.
No.
You left
There's
immediately.
difference, Imaro.
Maybe you were forced to jump off.
No, I wasn't forced. I
Or
decided.
told nicely that, Charlie, I'm not doing well, you're incompetent, but resign.
No. Please find out. Go do research. I think about a couple of weeks ago, I had an interview in Kumasi, and everybody called and praised me what I've done in Kumasi.
What have you done? I know the Ratri.
Ratri, do you know how the Dubai was built, the KGTR? I built KGTR.
You were the mayor.
Yes, I built it.
Built it how?
I'm
It was a
talking-
national government
It's a
project.
policy, yes, but I led the building.
Okay. And it has been bent down like 3 times or
No,
4
bent
times.
down is the behavior of the people.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it is the track record of the builder.
You
built
the builder is a firm from.
No, I'm referring to you as a builder. You put up
Do I
something that has
do I
bent.
bend areas?
Well, it has bent 3 times, so it speaks to
No,
the
but you see,
competence
the
of
thing
the
is-
building.
The thing is that it is the people. You don't have to sell cyanide or sell whatever, and they sell in the market things that are highly inflammable.
They say it was issues of wiring and other matters that came up.
Come on. The company that built the market is quite a. We did a lot of research on them, and they're very good.
So you did KTR, the Ratri.
Aswasi market.
The Ratri for a moment. The Ratri, do you know what the state is now? I think they say it's dilapidated or it's broken.
I haven't
down.
been there.
You haven't been there.
Bukhari and Mukwaba. So I don't pop my nose or go into where I've been before, because it's
But
a government thing.
As of the time you were leaving, was it viable?
Fantastic, viable project.
Are you sure
We
it
had
was not
paid
the
off-
white
we had-
elephants?
No. We had paid off the cost of building it. when I was leaving.
And people were patronizing it.
Even they still patronize it. Go there on a Eid day or go there on a Boxing day. Joy FM does, a lot of programs there. It's a viable project.
And you mentioned Aswasi Market.
Aswasi Market, Atonsu Market, Tafu Market, roads in Kumasi, Prempa Assembly Hall, rehabilitation, new design, a whole lot of things. And I see it as a success to my credit.
Okay. Did the president give you a clear mandate that, this is what I want you to do for me in Kumasi? Could it be a political thing that he wants NDC to win more votes and then maybe your background coming from the area they wanted you? I've heard that you even had issue with royalty over there. Did you?
I'm a royal, so if I have issue with royalty, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, but if you
there's no issue. You see, let me tell you
the
something.
royal kingdom over there was happy with your work and your presence?
Very, very happy with me. It was
there was no fallout?
There was no fallout. He's my cousin. So there was no fallout. Let me tell you something. It was a ploy. And I think NDC told the line. You see, they knew if I was the mayor, winning elections there would be very difficult, which Chairman Wontumi went and said it on TV the other day, that if I was the mayor, it would have been very difficult for them. So all that they had to do is find a way of getting rid of me. And our party followed it. But I am very confident.
Why would they ploy? Why would they plot to remove you?
Because I'm firm.
So was but the royal people
that
are not
royal
politicians.
Thing that people say, it's not true. It's neither here nor true. What? I was very firm. A mayor who insisted on what is right for the city. And if you go against it, some people think because you're doing your work, if Umaru was doing his work well in Ghana, they say they need or this or
so you were seen as disrespectful
in a way.
Was there a clash between political authority and traditional authority when you were mayor?
I wouldn't call it a clash, but they couldn't distinguish it because it was my work.
Were you trying to be more powerful than the king?
It's impossible because I'm a royal and I know the power of Otumfuo.
Were you not?
And I understand what it's all about.
So you're not paying homage, maybe?
I pay my homage. I used to see him every Tuesday and every Thursday afternoon.
So what did you do
Mind
wrong?
you, he's my first cousin.
Okay.
He's my first cousin.
So why was there a rumor that he didn't want you as mayor?
It's not true. People just say whatever they want. I was very firm.
Okay, then why did you leave the
because you
assembly
see,
then?
let me give you an example. A fish in water. If the water around, that the fish swims in, decides to drain, the fish will be alone. Are you getting the point?
It will be dead, not alone.
It will be dead and alone. So, Otumfuo kept quiet about it. He didn't want to because the people who were serving him were the people who were planning that. So he kept quiet because they were the people serving him. So that was the whole secret.
And what was the reaction from the NDC government and NDC party?
Oh, they did their part. They tried to go and salvage the situation, but it didn't happen. So I realized that, look, and we had, I think, 6 months to elections. So I decided to resign.
Did you tell the president before resigning or you just sent him a letter?
I spoke to him that, President, I want to resign. He told me to wait. They are working on it. But the way it was going, it was becoming very difficult. So I wrote a resignation letter.
So you disobeyed the president?
I didn't. No way. But I thought it would be more comfortable for NDC because I didn't want a situation where being very firm or very stubborn on that situation, they would say Kojo Bonsu had created a problem and NDC couldn't win the elections. So I decided to bow so that things would go right.
Was John Mahama unhappy with you for that?
He wasn't unhappy, but he told me, okay, let's look at it and plan it.
Has he forgiven you?
Oh, if you say forgiving me, was there a problem that he forgives me or not?
Was that the beginning of the rift between you and him?
No, there's no rift.
There's no rift?
There's no rift.
Are you two on talking terms?
Very.
Do you chat on WhatsApp?
No, come on. Yeah. Mr. President, we don't do that.
Oh, how?
No, we don't.
He's on WhatsApp. You're also on WhatsApp.
Do you chat on WhatsApp with him?
No, I've never been his appointee.
If you don't chat.
No, I've never been his appointee and his friend. You are his friend, aren't you?
No, even when I was a mayor, we never used to chat on. He's a high-level president. I mean, you have to give it.
No,
let's give him that.
He's also
respect.
down to earth. He's down to earth.
Umaru.
Okay. Okay, no problem. No WhatsApp. Do you make phone calls? Do you talk on the
once
phone?
in a while he calls me. He tells me, Kojo, this is what we were doing in Kumasi. Okay, can you change it? Can you do this?
So this was the time he was president. I'm talking about after you both.
After I've run a campaign with him.
No,
2020 campaign, 2016 campaign.
So after all of that, you've been talking?
Very much.
Prior to these recent primaries, you and him have been talking?
Yeah, we met at Dr. Buchi's birthday party.
Okay.
And we had a chat, we had drinks together. We're very fine.
Did you tell him you were going to challenge him to the flag bearership?
No, it's a contest, it's not a challenge.
You challenged him?
Okay, that's maybe your way of using it. It's not a challenge. I believe that is a contest.
Fine, you contested him. Did you tell him you were going to contest him?
I didn't.
Did you, before you picked nomination forms or even before starting campaigning, did you mention to him at any point that, hey, I want your job?
He personally no, but I told a lot of his friends that.
Why didn't you tell him?
Oh, I mean,
it would mean that you two were fighting.
No.
Did you not tell all your friends that you were running?
No, not everybody.
Okay.
But I think it was something that we just doing.
Did you tell Nana Konedo Ajman Rawlings you wanted to run against John Mahama?
No, I didn't.
Why didn't you tell her?
Oh.
She would have advised you. She has a history of running against a sitting president, and she got 3%.
You see, I think this made democracy in our party very strong. So I think it was something that was good for the party.
Were you running seriously to win?
Come on. Omari, what kind of question is this?
It's a very fair question.
Yeah. If I paid 550,000 Ghana cedis, what would you think?
Maybe it was a ploy.
A ploy to do what?
Maybe the MPP sent you to go and destabilize.
MPP? Over my dead body.
I can't believe you just did this.
You can't believe it.
What's your Nigerian connection?
I have a lot of Nigerian friends.
Because of the way you did the Tofia Kwame. I didn't see that coming.
You see, the thing is that I'm an NDC, true and true. So why would NPP, even if you gave me 10 billion, I wouldn't take that money and come and fight in NDC.
But did you believe that you were qualified to lead the NDC at the time you ran?
I'm fully qualified.
You believed in your heart of hearts?
Heart of hearts, yes, true.
And when you were going to the election, you believed that over 100,000 NDC delegates would choose you over John Mahama?
349,000 delegates.
You believed they would choose you over John Mahama? And over Dr. Kwame Adufo, whose signature has been on our money for many years.
To be honest with you, I didn't believe that I could beat Mahama from the onset, but I was trying. That maybe people would change their mind and vote for me.
What did he do wrong for which reason people would change their mind and come to you?
Democracy, la.
It cannot just be democracy.
Democracy, there must be a contest.
No, they say if it's not broken, you don't fix it. So Mahama must have been broken. That's why you wanted to.
So your idea is that let's allow His Excellency Mahama to go alone, so that no contest.
No, it's not my idea. I'm just
asking.
Your
idea.
No.
So then let's not talk about it, because
my question is
it makes the party stronger.
Yes.
It makes the party. People believe that NDC has democracy.
So did the NDC pay you to go and make it stronger by contesting?
They did it, but I'm a member of the NDC, so I have to make it stronger.
So you thought that this was your contribution to making the NDC stronger?
Yes.
Okay, but you see, my point is that this guy has done it before. He's been president for 4 years and is it 3 months or 5 months? The NDC members say that he's their best bet. He has a track record and all of that. He is a guy they will put forward. After he's done with his term, anybody else could come. Did that memo not get to you?
It got to me.
And you rejected it?
At the end of the day, we have elected him. It has come to prove that he's the winner. So let's go with him. We are all supporting him.
Are you sure you've not made yourself unpopular among the Mahama NDC squad by doing what you did?
Come on. I haven't done that. All I know is I've rather brought democracy through. Everybody will see that the party is a strong party.
Do you not think that you wasted so much money in an internal election when you could have used those resources for the bigger election if you were really sure that you were not going to win?
If I hadn't contested His Excellency, what would have happened?
There would have been no primaries.
No primaries, and we wouldn't know the problems down there. There are some areas that he wouldn't have gone. But because of this competition, he went everywhere. He went to places Sabsugu, Tatali, Tripoli, all those places he went. Normally he would just go on the face, but now he's been everywhere. It's going to help him in the 2024 elections. That's how I see it.
What about Dr. Kwabena Dufo? What was your relationship with him in the race?
He's my senior man. I respect him for all that he's done in life. I don't have a problem with him. He has his own way of doing things, and he's right, whatever he did.
Did you two speak about the contest, you and him?
If you say speak, we spoke about why he's going or why I'm going.
Yeah, or let's decide, let's come together and remove this guy.
No. We would have come together, we would have merged.
You didn't have a plot like that?
No, we didn't have a plot.
But you two are friends, are you? Or you just
he's
talk?
my senior brother. He's I respect him a lot.
Okay, so you speak. What do you make of his last-minute withdrawal?
I wouldn't want to go into that because it was his personal decision, and I don't really know what really made him withdraw, so I cannot make any emphatic points about that.
Did you agree with his issues with the photo album?
I did, but not with courts.
You didn't think you should go to court?
Yeah.
Why not?
It was an internal matter that I think we could have solved. You see,
the courts will strengthen democracy.
Sorry.
The courts will strengthen democracy. Going to the court for an internal matter would make democracy
I don't
stronger.
think so, because it was an issue that wasn't that serious.
It was serious.
It was serious, but I think we could have done it. We could have sorted it. I was part of it. I saw the problem, and I knew that we were going to solve it, even though it was not solved. But you see, he could have gone to court 2 months earlier. Now, if you go to court last minute, people will think that you have some kind of plan to derail a lot of things, and that was where the issue is. But whatever happened, he was totally right. The register was not correct. Bad names, double names, quadruple names, and everywhere. But I believe that it could have been sorted at home.
Before you went to the elections on Saturday, did you have a full complement of all NDC members who were going to vote in a register?
I didn't.
You didn't have a list of all NDC voters?
No.
How about the photo album?
I didn't. I had a pen drive, and the pen drive...
I hope it was not corrupt pen drive, but continue.
It wasn't corrupt.
Okay.
Anyway. But my IT department told me that, Charlie, we have too many issues. And it's not the last minute that we have committed people from outside, and also it was a parliamentary thing. It's not that last minute that you're going to fight the status quo.
Did you not get this